So now that the hood scoop is on the hood and bolted down, now's a good time to start trimming this thing up. When they come from whoever the supplier is, they usually are a little bit on, I guess you'd say, on the rough side. So what I've been doing is I've been block sanding this with 400 grit right on the gel coat. Now you got to be careful because you don't want to get through the gel coat, but what I'm trying to do is flatten everything down, get some teeth into the skin of it so the primer will stick good, and also try to get some of these lines cleaned up, crisped up. This line right here, these tape marks here are where there's low spots. So you don't want the corner to be, you want it to be crisp and sharp, not wavy. So it takes a little bit of time in blocking. Underneath certain lights you can't really see it real well, and what I have to do is wait until later on in the day when the lighting is more natural and I can see a little bit better eyeballing down these lines. So you can see I've got this line pretty crisp. These front lines here are all nice and crisp now, and you can see a definite clean line there. So that's what makes the difference between a decent looking paint job on these things and just kind of blah. So that's what I've been up to. Also, I want to add that I've been using 400 grit wet. So I just keep working. I've got a soft pad. Well, it's kind of a semi-soft pad. Works real well, and it comes off pretty quick. So, but if I had to pay a body shop the hours that I put into this, it would be a fortune. So now the question is do I want to do this here at home, or do I want to take it from here to a body shop and let them finish it up and get it painted and not have the mess here in the garage? Okay, how I block sand is, and this is how I do it. It seems to work pretty good. I always go on like a 45-degree angle from the surface that I'm sanding, and then I try to put in a crosshatch. So working on straightening this line up, we go 45 degrees to the surface and then back the other way 45 degrees. So you get kind of a nice crosshatch, and it maintains even sanding. That's my sanding tip for today. Did you like that? So the hood scoop is now at E&R Restorations, and what I'm going to do is I don't want to have the mess in my garage. So Eric's going to build up a few coats of high build primer, and then I'm going to take it home and block sand it, and then come back, and I've chosen a paint color, and then we'll paint it right here in the booth and take it home and put it on. All right then, hood scoop is back from E&R Restorations. He put a good heavy coat of primer on there. He even put some guide coat on there. This thing is ready to final block. The lines are really coming out good and crisp, so I got them pretty good on the gel coat. This will really look good. Panels are really nice and flat. So I'm just going to let it cure out for another day and then block sand it, and then we're going to get some paint on it. Okay, the hood scoop is all primered, it's blocked, and there was some little teeny pinholes here and there, so I've managed to fill those with some primer and level them off. I probably missed a couple, who knows, maybe the paint will go down in there, but the vast majority of them have been found and filled. We're not sure what happened there. So next step is off to get painted. Okay, so while I'm waiting on being able to paint the hood, there's a huge chip in the hood right here, and I've been waiting to get a good paint match, and it looks like I've got kind of a good match. And I've been waiting for fittings and stuff so I could adapt my airbrush and compressor and get it going. So what I did is I filled this chip after I cleaned up all the rough edges and got the loose paint off. Then I cleaned it all up, and I actually filled it with paint and used 2500 grit paper to level everything. And then once I got happy with it, I polished it, but it still didn't look good. It was blotchy. So using the airbrush, I sanded it with 2500 again, and then the dark spot is where I actually filled more paint to get a good sheen, and then blended it out. And so this entire area, now it's a single stage paint, so it's going to take a week or so before it cures up hard enough to where that you can polish it and sand it without it completely going away. So I'm learning, and that's one nice thing about doing these YouTube videos, is that it challenges me to learn more and show you guys what I'm learning. So I'll show you something else. This is kind of a common thing with the quickie or the not very thought out restorations. All of this trunk well area was, all these corners were just full of Bondo and paint buildup, primer buildup, and also some rust bubbles. So what I did is, while I had the airbrush out and was in the mood, I sanded all this down, treated the rust areas, cleaned all the excess Bondo and primer out, and you can see the spot welds now show right through. And then I used the airbrush and just laid some paint in here. Didn't take a lot of masking, and it blended really nice. So I'm learning on this airbrushing. So this is the next thing that's going to happen is, when I get in the mood, I will sand this all down, mask this weather stripping off. It appears to be glued on, and then maybe take care of that dent, clean this all up, and then break out the airbrush and clean this up and make this look nice. So what it comes down to is that a culmination of a zillion details add up. It takes 100 pennies to make $1. That's a quote right from racing. And it takes 100 pennies to make a nice looking restoration. So every penny that you do is a step forward. 50 pennies adds up. So I'm really pleased with the results, and I'm building skills with my airbrush that I didn't have before. So I guess this is where we're going to end this video. It's the weather is not favorable for painting right now, and it's going to be maybe a week or two before I can get paint on this hood scoop. The body shop that I can use, they're kind of busy right now too, and I have to wait for a opening to get in there and get this painted. Or if the weather gets better, I might be able to shoot it here. So tune in for the next video. Hopefully we'll be continuing on with the rear spring bracket shackles. I'm done fabricating the actual shackles. They're painted and drilled. Turned out that these bushings are 9/16, and I think they're designed to have a steel sleeve over the original 7/16 bolt. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade to grade 8 9/16 diameter bolts, 9/16-12s, with a self-locking nut. I had to order those, and I don't know how long it'll be before they get here, but as soon as they're here, then we're going to complete that video next time on Dave's Garage 249. Thanks for watching. Please flip that like button if you would, please. And if you feel like subscribing, I'd be glad to have you on board. I want to welcome all my new subscribers, and I appreciate all the other subscribers and viewers. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.